Woot woot!
Hey everyone, in this video we are going to share with you the best things to do on SIARGAO Island. This is our favorite island, maybe in the world, but definitely in the Philippines. And recently it was voted the #1 island in the world in 2019.
We are Ian and Anna from the other side, Americans that have been creating travel videos on YouTube for the past 2 years. And our mission is to help make travel your priority by giving you free tips and guides that make travel more affordable and easier.
Along with this video, we are providing a free PDF that's going to include information about our favorite tour company, the top places to eat on SIARGAO, as well as the #1 shocking tip we have that's going to save you so much money. So definitely consider checking this PDF out. All you have to do is click the link in the description below, put in your email, and it'll be sent to you.
Now let's start with the top 10 things to do on SIARGAO Island, starting with number 10, Mangapunko Rock Pools and Sugba Lagoon.
Woot woot!
To be honest, these two attractions should not be at number 10, but we are placing them there because when we were in SIARGAO for 2 weeks, both Mangapunko and Sugba Lagoon were closed due to environmental rehabilitation efforts. Government officials have been closing top tourist attractions 1 month out of the year for the last 4 years. We were on SIARGAO in February, so maybe just keep that in mind when planning your trip. We do think both of these attractions would have been in our top 5, so that means we'll have to head back to SIARGAO soon to update this list. Before we move on, SIARGAO Island deserves a huge shout out, because throughout our travels in Southeast Asia, SIARGAO has been the only place to get ahead of the curve in trying to combat over-tourism. Most locals and even tour operators are eco-friendly and sustainable in the way they take care of this beautiful island. Now on to number 9, the Del Carmen Mangroves.
This hidden gem is absolutely stunning, and the cool thing is you'll get to see them as you fly into the island, which I thought was insane. About an hour drive from General Luna, where most people stay when they come to SIARGAO, is a place called Del Carmen. Del Carmen has the largest mangrove forest in all the Philippines. Crazy, right? You'd think it'd be more popular. At the SIARGAO Mangroves, you can visit Sugba Lagoon, which Ian just talked about. Although Sugba Lagoon is very popular, some people aren't aware that you can simply take a boat tour through the mangroves and see large crocodiles and other exotic animals. This tour can be quite expensive, so we ended up opting out of it. Instead, we admired the mangroves from a distance on our way back from visiting the north of the island. We watched the sun set past these big green shrubs on this beautiful blue water. Up next is number 8. North SIARGAO.
Most of you will probably be staying in the General Luna area on the southeastern part of the island. This is the most touristy part of SIARGAO, with Cloudnine, SIARGAO's most famous surfing spot, only about 10 minutes away. If you want a day of peace and quiet though, away from the General Luna area, and want to go on a motorbike adventure to some of the most pristine beaches with no tourists in sight, you'll want to head up north about an hour and a half to a city called Alegria. If you do end up riding a motorbike all this way, like Anna and I did, get ready for a very sore butt. After a long drive, about an hour and 30 minutes, my butt is hurting. In Alegria, you will find Alegria Beach, which has pristine blue water and silky smooth white sand. There are a handful of resorts along the coast there where you can get some alcohol and a quick bite to eat during your beach day. We ended up going to Da Rosa Del Mar Beach Resort, and it was a perfect spot to hang for the day. There was another reason we took a road trip up north, and that was for the only waterfall on SIARGAO, Tok Tok Waterfall. To be honest though, we would skip out on this if we were you because it wasn't anything too amazing. We did end up meeting some funny local kids though that hung out with us for a while playing near the waterfall. We have a little gang here now. Yip, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop. There you go, you're already a vlogger. Okay, here we go, number 7, motorbiking around the island.
Grabbing a motorbike and exploring any island is an all-time favorite thing to do of ours while traveling. It is particularly special on SIARGAO because there are so many unique things to see. Ian talked a little bit about the Magpungpongkon rock pools, gosh that's hard to say, but what he didn't mention was how surreal the ride up there was. We saw so many animals and rice paddies too. Whenever you're driving in SIARGAO, be ready to stop regularly.
He's such a whopper.
One place in particular that is worth stopping for is Palm Tree Viewpoint, a very popular destination on SIARGAO. This hotspot is 15 minutes away from General Luna, and it's located along the highway. There are hundreds of thousands of coconut trees where you can sit and enjoy this unreal scenery. You'll definitely pass this area more than once on your trip to Siargao. About 100 feet from the viewpoint is this famous palm tree road where you can stop to take a picture or a video, whatever you want. I will warn you though that this isn't some empty road where you can have a photo shoot on. This is a busy main road, so you'll have to find the perfect timing to not get any cars in your shot. It took us over an hour to get this drone shot of me because cars kept on coming. So don't let those Instagram posts deceive you. You'll definitely have to work for this one, but I promise you it is worth it and it's kind of a fun challenge. Now cut! If you're getting any value out of this video, please press like, comment down below. Do not forget to subscribe and also click the little bell button because then you won't miss any of our notifications.
And if this video is not enough for you guys, we made 7 other videos in Siargao, so make sure to click the card right up here so you can check out those after this video.
Now let's talk about number 6, Sahotan Cove.
A lot of travelers have compared this spot to the famous Philippine islands such as El Nido and Coron, but we don't think it's quite there. To get to Sahotan Cove, you will take a tour for around $45 to $60. We ended up going on a $60 tour with our favorite company, and they provided a much bigger boat. The reason we did this was because the boat ride to Sahotan Cove is 2 hours, so having a comfortable amount of space was much needed. We put Sahotan Cove at number 6, but I think we were very unlucky and would have enjoyed it a lot more if we weren't stuck in a rainstorm the entire time.
It's raining really bad.
Hard to compare the Coron versus this tour because during Coron tours we had the best weather ever. We didn't let the rain ruin our tour though. With great people we just met, some Tandoy and Red Horse, it turned out to be an adventure we will never forget. On your first stop at Sahotan Cove, you will head to Jellyfish Lagoon on a kayak with a local boatsman. This will be hands down some of the bluest water you will see in your entire life, and I could only imagine what it would have looked like if it were actually sunny out. Once you arrive at the Jellyfish Lagoon, don't be scared to jump in because these jellyfish are only stingless. I wouldn't test them guys, you never know. Look at them, they're so cute. After Jellyfish Lagoon, you'll be heading into 2 caves called Hagukan Cave and Magakuka Ob Cave. Alright, I am so bad at pronouncing these names. At the first cave, you'll be dragged under a rock by tour guides until you reach the inside. There, it is pitch black, so you will barely be able to see anything. But if you splash around a bit, the water will glow up blue, and that's why the nickname for this cave is the Luminescent Cave. After that, you will head to the second cave where you will have to wear a hard helmet and be led by your tour guide with a flashlight. Here, you will climb up to a 5-meter cliff jump. It was the best group activity, cheering others on as they take the plunge. Lisa! 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 Lastly, like every Philippines tour, you will have a massive boodle fight. In America, we like to call this a buffet, and of course, it's the best part of every single tour. You'll be eating lots of Filipino classics such as kinilaw, chicken adobo, rice, and tons of fruit. We're really moving along here. Number 5, Shaka Smoothie Bowls.
Shaka Cafe is the #1 place on the island to get a smoothie bowl. Overlooking Cloudnine and professional surfers, this cafe quickly became our favorite place, and frankly, it became a part of our morning routine. Before any adventure, we were ready to take on the day with a Shaka smoothie bowl in our bellies. With many smoothie bowl options, you can't go wrong, especially not with a coffee included for only $5 USD. Our favorite bowl was the Cloudnine, a peanut butter banana creation from the gods. Here's a big tip though. Ask for an extra scoop of peanut butter on top. It really enhances the bowl. Another tip is to go early because it does get super crowded. We went every day when it opened at 6:30 a.m. It's simply the perfect place to refuel and energize. I know that was a quick one, so we're already ready for number 4, the rope swing and Tayangbang Cave.
We combine these crazy experiences together because they're only 7 minutes away from each other, which makes for an epic day trip. First, you will head to the most famous palm tree in all of the Philippines for some rope swinging. If you want to get there without any tourists, you can head there around 7 a.m., but we ended up going around midday and it was still awesome. To get there, all you have to do is type in Masan Bridge on Google Maps and it will lead you right there. There is a 20 peso entrance fee per person, which is only about 40 cents, but the people that actually deserve the money are the locals that help you swing for hours, so make sure to tip them too. This rope swing has become one of the most popular tourist attractions on the entire island, but even if there are people there, it doesn't ruin the experience at all. We loved watching others try it and laughed at everyone's reactions. It was actually pretty hard to climb this tree, which only had small grooves cut in the side, but once the rope is tossed to you, get ready for the most unique experience of your life. You roll off the tree sideways and this thing will launch you back and forth if you can hold on tight enough. I even ended up getting a hang of it and started trying some flips too. At this attraction, you can also take pictures on a floating raft or even hire a local boatsman to take you down the river for just $3. When you're all finished rope swinging for the day, you're gonna be heading to an underrated spot called Tayangbang Cave. Here, a guide will take you canyoneering through a cave system.
Can you give me a woot woot? Woot woot!
For about 15 minutes where you'll be able to see some bats. But our favorite part of this tour is when our guide took us across the street to a hidden lagoon where you'll be able to cliff jump from different heights. Anna and I tried the first cliff jump and it was only about 3 meters, but then our tour guide asked if we wanted to climb a cliff and do a 10-meter cliff jump. Of course we said yes, but this was by far the sketchiest cliff jump we have ever done.
All right, you're jumping with me, guys.
Be careful.
Be careful.
It is a big way down. Woo!
We will never forget that day when Anna screamed, "It's more fun in the Philippines," slipped, and did a backflip. She could barely breathe after that one, so make sure to be careful if you dare to try. Just so you guys know, the guide is free at Tayangbang Cave, just like the rope swing, but make sure to tip them. They love tourists and really make sure you have the best experience possible. On to number 3, the 3-Island Tour.
Number 3 is the 3-Island Tour. That'll be easy to remember. The 3-Island Tour is a jam-packed day of exploring the 3 closest islands to Siargao: Naked Island, Gayam, and Daku. Your first stop will be Gayam, a very small island you can walk the circumference of in just 10 minutes. Here, you'll relax, drink some tandoy, swim, and enjoy the incredibly blue water. Afterwards, you'll be heading to Naked Island. Ooh, that does not mean that you get nude, guys. Come on, don't be weird. The reason it's called Naked Island is because there is nothing on it. It's similar to a sandbar, just a block of sand in the middle of the sea. Okay, Ian wants me to see something in the water. Sea urchin?
Guess what else he caught?
What?
Sea urchins. But also look what else he got. A drone.
What?
Someone's drone.
Lastly, you'll visit Daku where you'll be served lunch. The lunch on these boat tours are so incredible. They serve something called a Filipino boodle fight. It's basically a meal designed to eat with your hands. You'll see rice, fish, adobo, curry, fruit. Don't worry though, they'll provide you with forks. I know Ian already mentioned the boodle, but I just had to touch on it again because it was so delicious. I'd go on the tour just for the food. The remainder of the time on Daku is yours. Be sure to walk around and explore the villages on the island. We saw a cute school. They made the fence out of bottles, which I thought was a really great way to recycle. So cute. You'll have plenty of time on the island to explore, relax, and make some friends, guys. And that brings us to number 2. Wake Park Siargao.
You may all be surprised by this coming in at number 2, but we truly believe it deserves this spot. Only a 15-minute motorbike ride away from General Luna, this wake park lies on a hidden lake surrounded by palm trees. We think the best part about this place is that you can do it rain or shine. We ended up going on my birthday, and even when it was a rainstorm, we had so much fun.
Can you give me a woot woot? Woot woot?
I have never wakeboarded before, and this was the easiest way to learn. In the middle of the lake is one rope that drags you around from either side. Once you go a couple times though, the guides will teach you how to make turns, which is quite the adrenaline rush. Of course, Anna and I were feeling quite risky, so we decided to try out the jumps too.
Christian's gonna set up this jump for me out here, and I'm gonna go off the jump for the first time. Never tried something like this in my life.
We were so glad we tried it though, because wow, we got high and had some massive fails.
Here she goes, here we go. Oh!
This place is truly a hidden gem on Siargao, and we know you would love every second of it. Prices start at only 700 pesos per person, or about 14 USD for a 90-minute session. That will be more than enough time to get the hang of it and maybe even try some jumps. Now it's time for number 1, Cloudnine.
Where to begin? Cloudnine is the most famous spot on Siargao. This is where you can learn to surf or just go surfing if you already know how. There is this incredible pier that you can enjoy the sunrise on. You can walk on the pier any time of day for just 50 pesos. But if you go at sunrise, you don't have to pay a fee, which is just all the more reason to do it. We loved learning to surf. We felt like Johnny Capahala from Johnny Tsunami, the original Disney movie. If you want to take a surf lesson, just head to Cloudnine where you can rent a board and get an instructor too. Surfing ended up being much harder than we expected, so what we decided to do one day was boogie board. To body surf with those huge waves, you will need a pair of fins. What's more important than knowing what you're doing is pretending like you know what you're doing. To rent a boogie board, go to Fat Lip Surf Shop and you'll be able to rent one. We highly recommend trying it. It was so much fun. There's a baby on board! Another reason we love Cloudnine was the people there. All of the local people are so nice. Some will offer to take you to secret beaches or invite you to camp on other islands. Sounded really amazing, but we never ended up following through with our invitations because we had bad weather. The beach itself is so fun and peaceful depending on where you choose to sit. It's a decently long stretch of sand, so you can find a private spot if you want that, because the main area can get quite busy, but it's fun, so who cares? Just enjoy those rays as well as drink some Tanduay and Red Horse, guys. And that's all we have for now. Thank you so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed our 10 best things to do on SIARGAO Island. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, of course. And if you could follow us on Instagram and TikTok, you might enjoy those because we're doing travel information TikToks now that are kind of fun. Last but not least, we have presets and travel guides on our website coming soon, so make sure to check those out as well.
We'll see you in the next one, guys. Yip, yip, woot, woot, riba, 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 riba.